Throughout the year, there has been numerous worldwide protests concerning the public and private practices of the Church of Scientology. We understand the concerns that the organization's alleged shadowy practices publicly shown on various documentaries. Panorama, Scientology and Me, for example, has reduced the televised media coverage of such protests for fear of repercussions. It is for that very reason that demonstrators hide their own identities at these protests. The most recent being a worldwide protest at various church locations on the 6th of December, in memoriam of the sadly deceased Lisa McPhearson. Again, televised media coverage in the UK was kept to an absolute minimum. We feel that the apparent lack of coverage is doing the British public, as a whole, a great disservice. We also feel that as journalists you should have at least some coverage of these protests simply to report on events, and as journalists in the country which promotes freedom of speech it is your professional obligation to do so. In recent months the movement known as Anonymous has been slandered and defamed by frankly preposterous allegations of terrorist tactics and harassment techniques. If you were to report on these protests, you would see firsthand, and have no doubt that Anonymous are very peaceful at the protests and simply wish to convey information in as entertaining a way as possible. Something that the Church of Scientology does not do with its own information about its own organization, entertaining or otherwise. On the contrary, information about the Church's practices and teachings by former Scientologists are more often than not stifled. All we ask is that you give some time to report on the facts as they are and give the public the chance to form their own opinions about Anonymous and indeed the Church of Scientology. There is another scheduled protest with the set date of December 13th. This gives you the exact opportunity to report upon the events in an informative and unbiased way. We hope that this please that a news network reports on a particular and relevant global news story has not fallen upon deaf ears. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.